YouTube, welcome to Cafe Noma and welcome to our reaction to Let's Crane. We are going to react to the song Desiderata. Okay, let's get started with the first time single take honest reaction to this artist and this song requested by our patron Warren.
You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have arrived.
Go placidly amid the noise and haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. As far as possible without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. Speak your truth quietly and clearly, and listen to others, even the dull and ignorant. They too have their story. Avoid loud and aggressive persons. They are vexations to the spirit. If you compare yourself with others, you may become vain and bitter, for always there will be greater and lesser persons than yourself.
You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here, and whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should.
Enjoy your achievements as well as your plans. Keep interested in your own career. However humble, it is a real possession in the changing fortunes of time. Exercise caution in your business affairs, for the world is full of trickery. But let this not blind you to what virtue there is. Many persons strive for high ideals, and everywhere life is full of heroism. Be yourself. Especially do not feign affection. Neither be cynical about love, for in the face of all aridity and disenchantment, it is as perennial as the grass. Take kindly the counsel of the years, gracefully surrendering the things of youth. Nurture strength of spirit to shield you in sudden misfortune, but do not distress yourself with imaginings. Many fears are born of fatigue and loneliness. Beyond a wholesome discipline, be gentle with yourself.
You are a child.
You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here.
And
whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. Therefore, be at peace with God, whatever you conceive Him to be, and whatever your labors and aspirations in the noisy confusion of life. Keep peace with your soul. With all its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world. Be careful. Strive to be happy.
You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees.
A preacher should do as the preacher preaches. In the West, it is estimated that 99.9% of pastors and ministries are total frauds. They milk the name of God to make millions and millions of dollars each year. And they're just, unfortunately, in that part of the world, there's no real freedom of speech. There's just a couple of movies and maybe a single TV show that I can remember that actually addresses this major fraud that happens in America alone in the name of God. Practically any psycho and any pedophile out there can be a pastor or a minister. And that's quite sad. I mean, in the rest of the world, it's no different. Even in the Catholic Church, there are a lot of pedophiles and rapists who are priests. And definitely, at least the Catholic Church addresses that in some way. They don't say it doesn't happen. The stats are there, a lot of people, cases are going on, and hopefully someday justice will be done. But in America, they don't even want to talk about, they're not even priests. They're ordinary people, Kirti, who will one day wake up and say, I'm following God and I have all this, I had a near-death experience and this is what God spoke to me. While I drank vodka, God came and spoke to me and this is what He told me. So they're those kind of people. They've not even been through, 7 years of studying to become a priest or a nun. They have just woken up one fine day and said, let's milk these people dry. Let's fool people. Let's scam people. So America is known, especially America, it happens all over the world, but America is known to be full of psychics, ghost hunters, and pastors who constantly cheat people. So when I listen to a song like this, I have to take it with a pinch of salt, because it's just another group of pastors and ministers or an entire ministry who's out there sharing the word of God supposedly, but it's basically their word, and they just want you to give money to them in exchange for what they do on stage, or them having that open bridge communication with God.
Too much organization in the institution of religion also takes away from the real cause and purpose of the same. So keeping it loose is generally a better idea, because around the world we have seen how these institutions become more powerful and also become more important than the people themselves who are devotees of it. And it has always been there, and not only religions but also different ideologies like Marxism, communism, this, that. The ideology becomes bigger than the people's welfare itself, and any ideology is supposed to be to make a life better and to make this world a better place for people, or to give people a better ways of living. The same, that is why those ideologies exist. But what happens, people start defending these things, and that is when it becomes dangerous. When it comes to all these fake sham and scam people, it's all over the place.
All of them in America are fake.
Yeah, it's all
They
over
are
the
total
place.
frauds.
They are.
Total frauds.
But there is also responsibility that lies with the people who follow them blindly. I would not blame them fully 100%, 50%, and 50% are the people who are blindly following because they believe in their religion so blindly that they can't see they are doing something wrong. People go out and out to support these people when they are caught in crimes.
People, musicians, certain popular musicians, you just named one in an earlier reaction, their fathers and mothers are pastors. And look at how, I don't want to use that word, but look at how whorish their personality is. One is KP, I want to name a whole name. But the fact is that this is them. They've not been through any studies, extensive studies, to at least know the Bible or understand the holy book, whichever religion they are following anyway, or pretending to be closer to God to. So that is the point. Forget about the other things. The fact that they have such horrible lives. You have movies, and one recent show I can tell you about, Righteous Gemstones. It's a classic example of almost every ministry in America where the family themselves are involved in illegal activities, but on the face of it, it's like rolling of black money and all that. But on the face of it, they show, I love God and you should love God too. And God will deliver us. God will take care of us. God is not taking care of you either, and that you pay the price for it.
It's all about money-making racket. I like some of the lines of the song that you are no less than stars and trees and this that. Often people forget that we are just like these other creations of God, and we should not take too much, give too much importance to ourselves. We are just like other creatures of the planet, and we must know how to respect them, and they will respect us back. Also, when it's about trees who aren't even talking, they don't even demand much. They know their responsibilities also being on this planet. But us as humans, having all the intellect and everything, we don't even know what our responsibilities are being on the planet. For some reason, right from the childhood, no matter what faith you follow, but you are told you have to live for yourself. You have to, you have to be selfish. You have to do everything for yourself and your family and your house and your mother and father and your child and wife. Nothing is taught about how to give back to this planet at the same time. Because ultimately you are son of the soil. You are made because this environment exists. Otherwise there was no mother, there was no father, there was no child, and there is nobody. So even when it comes to the animals and birds and these trees, literally they can't even speak much. They do their part for being here and for existing. But us humans, we don't care about it. We just don't care about it. We are so important. Yet we never want to give back anything. We so many humans, I think 95 to 98% of the humans don't care anything about this planet. They just need to take for themselves, which they don't even get to take when they die. So it's a twisted idea, and anybody having a better idea will be shushed down that you are promoting that religion or this religion, so don't talk, because we have a religion going on here. I don't understand. It's just crazy. It's simply crazy. All this, scams that are running, and they are all money-making rackets, and they pretend holier than thou thing, that they are holier than God themselves. In Hinduism, there is one thing at least that Hindus generally, stick to, is self-study, and it is emphasized. No matter how good the those people, speakers are, the preachers are, no matter how much they say, people have a doubt always. They can never believe. Hindus have a problem that they just can never believe anybody 100%. They always will have a doubt, and they are looking for that slip up. So that one thing saves, because in the culture itself it says you have to be a seeker yourself of the truth. You cannot take by anybody's word. So you have to do self-study. And until you do self-study, you will never realize somebody is fooling you or somebody is not. Although people do fall prey to a lot of tricks of others, but at the same time you have to keep your brains open. What you're doing is actually going to help people and around you and yourself, your society, your environment, or they're making you do things, crazy things, just in the name of religion, and which does not even make sense. That's just destructive. We have, so many communities that are doing exactly that we have to be stronger, and for that we will destroy this world, no matter what it takes, but we have to become ourselves stronger. You are weakening everything. You're weakening everything. Every fabric of the society is weakening because you think your community has to be stronger.
That's right.